Let's clean this up a little bit here. So what's going on, everybody? Adam Neely with Build, Gild, and Refine TV, coming back at you with another episode. Now I'm really excited to show you guys something that I just brought back from the job site. This is our brand new, to us, Dewalt 7 1/4 inch miter saw. Now it's been out for a while, but I just had an excuse to replace my 25 plus year old 7 1/4 inch Craftsman corded miter saw. I mean, that thing was well made. You know, we're going back 25 years. Yeah, it was built a lot different than things are now. But that saw, that Craftsman saw, held up to all the trim jobs that I've had for 20 plus years. Now this Dewalt is a 7 1/4 inch blade, 20 volt battery powered miter saw. It has an aluminum base and trunnion, and that adds to its complete lightweight durability. I mean, when you think of something that's going to be lightweight, you don't think it's going to be durable. But it's a ventilated base, it's aluminum, you've got your little change out tool right there, your wrench. The trunnion is aluminum and that allows it to slide nicely, smoothly. I mean, all your adjustment points are smooth and just really nice, like butter. Kind of like the sweat pouring off of my body as we speak. It's pretty freaking hot. So, don't mind the glistening skin and pay attention to what is before you. This bad boy is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to use on the job site. Now this bad boy only weighs 31.6 pounds, it has integrated side handles, and it has a nice convenient top handle. It is so lightweight for what it is. And that makes loading it in and out of trucks and trailers and carrying it up and down stairs an absolute breeze. Now the detent plate down here has many positive stop points, so that gives you so many options, and you always know where you're at and you're not going to slide out or unlock. And you have 48 degrees on either side to adjust to. Lock that thing in and you're not going anywhere. You've got an onboard LED light that makes cutting without power very easy. It comes with a 20 volt 4 amp battery and a charger. Now the 4 amp battery, I gotta tell you, I am super impressed with how long this thing holds a charge and how many cuts you're getting out of one single charge. Now remember, this is a 7 1/4 inch blade, so it shares the blade of your circular saws. So it's nice to have a couple blades for rough cuts and then finer cuts, and they can be interchangeable between your saws. I gotta tell you, I am really happy with the way this little saw performed on the job site over the last few days. Now you're getting the performance of a bigger and better saw out of this tiny little 7 1/4 inch. It's the perfect trim saw. I would also say, if you're doing some light framing and you've got your circ saw on hand, this is a good saw to have for your helper while you're running cuts with your circ saw and your helper needs to cut multiple cuts for a wall, whatever. It's a little easier for them to line things up and get accustomed to chopping with this. I guess the only thing that I'd say, actually, I don't have any negatives to tell you about it at this point. I've used it for the last few days on the job site, and it's well made, it's lightweight, it cuts really well. I mean, for a 7 1/4 sliding compound miter, battery powered, what more could you ask for? Now, if you've seen this video yet, you know that I just made the switch back over to Milwaukee after a few years of Dewalt. Being an old Milwaukee guy, I've been with them since I started my career in construction. That being said, I like the saw. I like the saw a lot. But I will probably be giving this to the guys, and I will probably pick up the Milwaukee 7 1/4 inch, give you a review of that, and then I'll keep that with me for my jobs. So I think that's about it. I mean, guys, I don't think you can go wrong with this saw. Now, our job site saws are the Hitachi 10-inch table and chop saw. But it's always nice to have a trim saw available. And a 7 1/4 inch battery powered compound sliding miter is about as good as it gets. This is perfect. So I think that's about it. There's not a whole lot more to say about this saw. If I didn't like it, I would tell you. If I thought it was a waste of your money, I would tell you. And I think it's a great saw for the money. Compare this to, I mean, you've got a Ryobi version, you've got a Craftsman version, and you're going to spend $200 on those maybe. Battery powered, maybe $220 I'd say. With this saw, I bought this for $369 at Home Depot with a 4 amp battery and the charger. $369 plus tax. The Milwaukee version is $469 for the tool only, for the bare tool. Then if you want another charger and a battery, you're $100 more. So you're $569 plus tax. So for what you're getting out of the saws, it's just the name, I think. I mean, I guess, I say that, but of course now I want the Milwaukee saw. So when I get the Milwaukee saw, I'll compare the two and I'll tell you guys what I think. But for now, if you need a trim saw, or if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're just looking for a small, lightweight, portable, I don't know, I think this saw is great. I'd say get it. I'd say get it. That's my recommendation. You're not going to get a 10 inch. It's not a 10 inch. It's not a 12 inch. But it is a 7 1/4 sliding compound miter. So come on. I mean, it's like really, you get really great cutting capacity out of it. I'm not going to spout out the numbers to you because frankly, I don't care about the numbers. And I don't know how many of you do. Go watch somebody else's review if you want the numbers. I'm telling you that on the job site, this saw really performed well. I mean, I cut through 100 2x4s. We've had the same battery. I mean, I used it a bunch. My helper used it a bunch. Chatter used it. And I think we're still on our first charge. Yeah, we've got 2 bars left, and we've been using it for a week of work. And that's the first charge. So on a 20 volt, 4 amp hour battery, I'm pretty pleased with the performance so far. And that's with the stock blade that came. Holy crap, it's hot. Guys, I'm sorry I sweat so much. I have a very high metabolism. I work out twice a day, once in the morning when I wake up and once on my lunch break. So I sweat a lot. Sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. Sorry, not sorry. I think this is a great saw. I'm going to recommend it. This is a recommended saw. All right? Now I've got a lot to do, so I'm going to put this saw back to work. Again, I'm Adam Neely. This is Build, Gild, and Refine TV. Thanks for watching.